Hello and welcome to Stream It, the film and TV podcast full of fun just for you. In this week's episode, we're hearing from Jessica Henwick, star of the awesome series Moley.
Everything has got crazier and wackier. We have some really, really wonderful episodes coming out. I don't want to spoil anything, but Dottie and Moley are getting into their usual hijinks.
As well as hearing about what's happening in Moletown, I'm also going to be giving you some behind the scenes gossip of when I went to the Children and Young People's BAFTAs. And as always, I have my top 5 picks of what you definitely need to be watching this week. This is Fun Kids Stream It. Hello, this is Stream It, the podcast where we chat to the biggest movie stars in the universe and find the best things for you to watch. Now, last week, we of course heard from the star of Matilda the Musical, Alicia Weir, and today we're going to be joined by Hollywood megastar Jessica Henwick to hear all about the brand new series of Moley. I mean, are we brushing shoulders with the stars or what? It is, of course, Robyn here. No Connor, but me and you are going to be hanging out for the next little while. But before any of that, I've got something exciting to tell you about. Now, last weekend, I was invited to the Children and Young People's BAFTAs. And basically, this is a fancy awards ceremony celebrating films and TV shows that are made just for you guys. So I went on behalf of Fun Kids and I got to just check it out. Now, some of the awards that I absolutely loved was the Young Performer Award. So Taya Samuel from JoJo and Gran Gran actually walked away with this award. And I don't know if you've managed to catch it yet, but it's actually a show on CBeebies and it is a brilliant animation. So Samuel's actually an actor who voices the character of JoJo. Also, presenter of the year went to George Webster, who is the CBeebies presenter. You might have seen George in CBeebies House. And honestly, George was well deserving of this award because he is truly so funny on CBeebies and he's a great presenter. So well done, George, on that one. But it was really cool to just be surrounded by some brilliant shows. And of course, the FYI presenters as well took to the stage and it also did some interviewing on the red carpet as well. So if you've not managed to check out FYI, it is basically a show that's on Sky Kids and it's basically bringing you all the really cool news, but all the presenters are young people a bit like yourselves. So I guess that's all the behind the scenes gossip. I guess the only thing left to say is there was some yummy dessert as well. I've got to say, top work there, BAFTA. So thank you so much for having fun, kids. We have the best time. Right now, let's talk about the brand new season of Moley. Now, Jessica Henwick, who plays Dottie, spoke to our Fun Kids breakfast show presenter, George, about the show. Let's take a little listen.
Jessica, hello. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Very good. It's nice to speak to you again. I think we spoke about a year ago about Moley, and here we are again.
I know, and I knew I was being interviewed by you, so I coordinated with your cupboard to wear the exact same thing.
I'm so pleased it arrived in time. You pull it off much better than I do. Lovely stripy jumper.
Stop.
How are you? Well, I know you are super busy, and last time we spoke, we touched upon some of the incredible projects that you've been involved in, and I was having a little look at your IMDb page, and it looks like you are just filming everything and overtaking the acting world. So how's everything going?
Actually, I just came back from holiday, so I'm feeling very calm and relaxed and not in the work mode at all. But I'm very, very lucky that I have a couple of great projects coming out. One of them is obviously the new episodes of Moley, which I guess, has it been a year? Yeah, I suppose I've been voicing her for 2 years now.
Wow. I mean, so let's talk about Moley. It's just such a nice series. I mean, properly something for the whole family to watch. And I know a load of our Fun Kids listeners have loved watching the first series and will be excited for the second. So what has changed for your character Dottie? What's been going on with Moley? What's different for season 2? What can people look forward to?
2 things. And the other thing is I'm really lucky. I got to write an episode which is coming out soon.
I know. I was going to ask you about that. How was that? What was that like?
It was so much fun. I absolutely love writing. Honestly, though, it was weird because when I voice Dottie in other people's episodes, I feel very free. And when I was writing her myself, suddenly there was this 2-level step happening in my brain of, this is the last I want to write for the character, and then as an actor, is this the line I want to say? So there was a bit of a push and pull, an internal dialogue.
Who won that internal conflict? Did the inner actress win, or were you like just determined that it sounded like you were writing it? The writer won.
The writer won. The story always comes first, and Moley has so many great stories every episode, so that always came first.
So just to quickly touch upon a bit more about writing that episode, because we've actually got a competition going on right now about story writing here at Fun Kids. What was it like when you sat down to write the episode? Did you go in there knowing where you wanted the story to go? Did you have an arc in mind, or did you just sit down with a blank piece of paper and go, where are we going here?
No, I'm quite structured. I knew sort of my beginning, middle, and end, and then I started writing it. But I knew I wanted to write a story about the moles finding human treasure and exploring the idea of one man's trash is another man's treasure, or in this case, one man's trash is another mole's treasure. So my episode is about the moles finding a human treasure buried, and it's money. And of course, the moles have no idea what that means and the value of it. So they're just like, it's just paper to them. And so they get up to all sorts of craziness trying to figure out what to do with the paper.
It sounds like it's going to be a brilliant episode. They're all must watch, but that sounds even more so. Last time when we spoke about, we spoke, it was about series 1 of Moley. It hadn't yet been released. Have you had much reaction from viewers about the first series? Have you had families and kids come up to you and tell you that they're enjoying it and they find it something that they can watch as a family? What's the reaction been?
Yeah, it's been so lovely, especially when kids want to talk to me about Dottie and they do the voice. She's got a very distinct voice. I think people love to imitate her, so that has been wonderful. And when we had our premiere last year, seeing how much fun all the kids had in there. Yeah, and the families watching the episodes. Yeah, that's brilliant. It's a blast.
And when we spoke last time, you did say that you hadn't actually had the chance to meet some of your incredible castmates. Obviously, Warwick Davis is the voice of Moley. I know you've got some brilliant actors and actresses in there, one of which is one of the coolest people on earth, in my opinion, Stanley Tucci. Am I right in thinking you've been in the recording studio and done a little bit of recording with Mr. Tucci?
Stanley and I actually just recorded some episodes today.
So cool. How was that?
Oh, it's wonderful. He is the nicest, funniest, warmest person, and we've adopted him. He's a Londoner. He's a true Londoner. Honestly, he probably knows London more than I do at this stage. He was giving me restaurant recommendations.
I would trust a restaurant recommendation from that man with my life. Has he cooked you dinner yet? He looks like the best cook ever.
Wish.
What?
I wish. Maybe one day.
One day.
Season 3.
Season 3, definitely. You can discuss the one of Moley over the best pasta ever, I would imagine.
Seemed like a good place for a bum bum bum.
I've always wanted to do that.
Now, last time we spoke, you I think just finished filming it, or you definitely had finished filming it, because you spoke about your love of chess from the downtime filming that film. How is your chess game going? Have you kept playing?
I have kept playing. Gosh, I actually carried it on to my next film, which I did in Australia, and I bought a little mini chess set, and I got to play with the other actors. It's a great thing if you do a job where you get a little bit of waiting around time for things to set up. A tiny chessboard is hours of fun.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, I mean, I'm more of a checkers guy. Just a bit easier, a little bit easier, a bit more simple. And I have to quickly touch upon one of your other characters, and the reason why is your character in Star Wars, Jess, is it Tater?
Testapava, yeah, Jess Testapava.
So I was in, now this is a strange one, I was in the Disney Star Wars world, Galaxy's Edge. Someone was dressed up as your character.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing.
That is cool. I don't know if you've been there, but it was one of the coolest places I've ever been.
I haven't.
Oh, you have to go, especially if they're, maybe rock up in your outfit. That will blow people's minds.
I wish I'd been able to keep it. I should have asked for it at the end of filming. They're so precious about their props and costumes, though.
I can. Well, ask them to borrow it. Just tell them you go to Star Wars World. They'll love it. They'll love that. And I'm going to finish now with something very silly. You will know the game Snog, Marry, Avoid. It's far too crude for us here at Fun Kids. So I'm going to play a little game called Dine, Dance and Dive. I want to know, I'm going to give you 3 castmates from the incredible people that you've worked with. And I would like to know which of those 3 you would like to cook your dinner, which of them you would like to have a little dance with, dance the night away and have some fun with, and which you would like to go on a skydive with. It's all a bit random.
Go on
a skydive.
Go on a what with?
A skydive, jumping out of a plane. All right. You've worked with some incredible people. It was really tough to pick these 3 people. It could have, I could have picked a load of, mega stars, but I'm plucked on Daniel Craig, Madeline Klein, and Dave Bautista. Guardians of the Galaxy wrestling god. So you can, one can cook you dinner, you can have a dance with the other, and the third you're going to go on a skydive with. Talk me through it.
I would skydive with Daniel Craig.
James Bond.
James Bond, and he went skydiving with the Queen, so I think I'd just be in really good company. I'd go on a dance with Madeline Klein because she is a phenomenal dancer. I don't know if people understand how talented she is as a dancer. And Dave, what's the other one?
He's going to cook for you.
Oh, Dave, I guess Dave's going to cook with, Dave has a healthy appetite.
Yeah.
I think he would be very generous as a chef. He would give me a lot of options. So yeah, I'll dine in with Dave.
It's going to be healthy, lots of protein, I imagine, big portions.
Lots of protein.
Jessica, thank you so much for chatting to us here at Fun Kids Breakfast. Do check out the new series of Moley, and we look forward to hearing all about what Dottie gets up to in season 2 and the series 3, which you're recording now. And maybe we'll chat again ahead of series 3.
I'll see you next time.
Well, thank you so much, George. That sounded like you and Jessica had so much fun. And of course, thank you, Jessica, as well. And you can watch season 2 of Moley on Boomerang, and that is from the 5th of December. Okay, it's time for one of my favourite parts of the show, and that is the look forward. It is, of course, the part of the pod where we tell you our top 5 picks of what you need to be watching this week. And it's just me. I'm riding solo this week, so I was so excited to pick all 5 for you.
The look forward.
Now, my first pick was actually a BAFTA winner, so I got to meet the cast of Dodger. We actually had some of the cast members on the pod a little while ago. But ducking and diving through the tough London streets, trying to keep one step ahead of the law, hold on to your top hats, because Dodger and the gang are in for one heck of a ride. A train robbery, to be more specific. Now, this special episode is available to watch on iPlayer right now. My second pick today is Rise of the Guardians. Now, Jack Frost teams up with Santa. I love this. The Tooth Fairy. Brilliant. And others to battle an evil spirit determined to destroy the innocent beliefs of children. Now, we can't have that at all. But you can catch this on Netflix right now. Now, the next few are actually picks for Christmas. I'm in the Christmas spirit now. Definitely. So this first one is The Nightmare Before Christmas. Jack Skellington is a skeleton from Halloween Town and finds a place called Christmas Town and is instantly enchanted. However, his obsession with Christmas leads him to abduct Santa Claus. Yikes! This creepy Christmas classic is on Disney Plus right now. A Loud House Christmas. Now, this is actually a new find for me, but for the first time ever, the Loud family is brought to life when Lincoln Loud realises his family may be a part of For Christmas. He and his best friend Clyde go to great lengths to ensure the Louds celebrate the holidays together. Now, I can totally relate to that. I love spending it with my family where it's possible. So you can actually have a little watch of this on Paramount Plus. And last but certainly not least, we've got Andy and the Odd Socks. I'm sure you're very familiar with Andy, but this is the Odd Socks Save Christmas. Oh, P.S. definitely met Andy at the BAFTAs as well. Very cool. Now, Andy's mum has forgotten to post Ruby's letter to save Santa, so the band take Ruby to the North Pole to deliver it. However, Christmas has been cancelled. Oh, this is not good. But can the Odd Socks save the day? Well, you have to find out on iPlayer right now. Well, there you have it. That was, of course, my look forward this week. It is a Christmas themed, but I feel like we're definitely getting into the Christmas spirit. I put up my Christmas tree tonight, so I think it's the perfect way to enjoy it. But sadly, that's all we've got time for. And if you enjoyed this episode, then please don't forget to subscribe, follow, rate us a 5 stars, all that good stuff. And remember, we want to hear from you as well. Let's get you on this podcast in the Kids Review. So this is basically the part of the pod where you get to chat about your favourite film. So all you have to do is review it. So head on over to funkidslive.com/stream it to record yourself, and then let's get you on. But thank you so much for listening. I will, of course, see you next week for a brand new episode of Stream It. Bye for now.